I think the intro should go in the middle.
You will see. That's right when we hit our stride, and that's when people want to know what we're up to.
Okay,
Give me a countdown.
Intro coming in 3, 2, 1.
Aux Champs-Élysées, aux Champs-Élysées, au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées.
From the beautiful uptown neighborhood in Chicago, Illinois, this is Playing in Peoria with Dustin Lavelle, Kurt Lewis, and Evan O'Donnell. And now, Playing in Peoria.
Hier soir, 2 inconnus, et ce matin sur l'avenue.
Bonjour! Welcome to Playing in
Bonsoir, mesdames, messieurs.
That's German.
No, I'm just going to go to cabaret.
Oh, okay.
Hi, welcome to Playing in Peoria. This is 24. This is 24.
Episode 24.
It's episode 24. I'm Dustin. Over there is Evan.
Hey there.
And there's Kurt.
Howdy.
And we're doing something different today because today is November, and
Today is the month of
it is practically Thanksgiving. So, what?
You're correct.
We have a special guest
For all
with us
intents
today.
and purposes, today is Thanksgiving.
What do you do with your leftovers, Kurt?
What don't I do? I don't know where to draw the line.
We have a special guest with us today. Leena eats.
Yes, I do. I eat a lot.
It's not her last name.
Yeah.
Okay. Leena Trivedi-Grenier. How
Hi.
close? How close?
Very close.
Do it for me.
Leena Trivedi-Grenier.
That was dead.
And then if you want to add "is hot" at the end of that, I'm not going to judge.
He already added eats. You got it.
Leena is the principal and senior writer for Leena Eats Gourmet Communications. And let's see, she has her MFA in gastronomy, which, for those of you at home...
That's how you pronounce that.
Gastronomy. No, she looks at horoscopes and finds out if you like your lunch.
Is there an R in that?
That's exactly right.
Gastronomy,
actually.
not gastronomy.
Look, she went to the library, studied gastronomy. Well, okay, tell everybody what it is, because no one knows.
Yeah, this is new to all of us. You're probably the only person who's ever majored in it.
Wow. Well, gastronomy is the study of food and culture and how they interact. So it's writing about food, but from a more analytical angle than just, here's 5 things you could do with zucchini.
Oh.
You can
Gotta
do more
cross that one out.
You can do more than 3 things with it?
This is
Wow.
going to be weird when we do my 7 things you can't do with zucchini on television.
Just a little awkward.
So let's do a little bit of background about you then. Why did you pick something that nobody's ever heard of? Why not like a chef or a food critic, or why some kind of anthropology of bagels? Like, why did you pick it?
Shouldn't you preface questions like that with, in all due respect?
Why would you study
If
this?
you saw my questions that I came up with, it goes, who the hell are you? What the hell is it that you do? All right, so tell us a little bit why you... Because obviously you also cook and bake, correct? Because you brought us muffins.
I did bring muffins.
Sam never brings us anything.
Wow.
I know.
He just eats.
By the way, get well, Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
Aw.
And Sam would miss... This is my first question for you then. We'll go ahead, since Sam is sitting here. Sam is...
You already asked your first question.
This is my 3rd or 4th question for you then.
And yet no answers yet have come from Leena.
I'm just going to plow on through. So anyway, Sam is a big fan of cupcakes. All right.
All right.
He loves them.
What's the difference between a cupcake and a muffin?
It's the method that you use to make it. So with most cakes, you cream the butter and the sugar together.
Okay.
Oh, now if you're just gonna laugh when I pull out some...
You don't say cream the butter and the sugar together. There's no way that... That's my favorite sex act.
Wow.
That's like Krypton to this guy. Just, cooking references.
My apologies.
All right, I'm
My
sorry.
apologies.
So what is the difference now?
It's the way you put the batters together. One is put together like a quick bread, which is a muffin, and one is put together like a cake, where you beat I guess that's not batter. Beat the butter and sugar together so that the butter is coated on all sides with sugar, and it makes for a more tender product, and it rises faster. So yeah.
Follow-up question then. At what point does a cupcake become just a full cake on its own?
I have no idea.
Like, how big does it have to get?
We argued about this somewhat. Is it a size issue or is it a cooking vessel issue?
It just depends on how you use
Like
it.
a cake pan or a muffin?
I mean, because you can have
think
a
Not the
it's,
size of the boat?
It's the size of the crumb. This
Okay.
is what I've heard. But I really don't discriminate. Like, I don't pay attention to really the difference between a cupcake and a muffin. I just pay attention to eating as much as I can,
Right.
as often as I can.
Okay, well, let's go back to that then. You've been eating for a number of years now, right?
Yes, I have. 27 to be exact.
So
Except for that 1 year I spent in Nam.
a lot of us have been doing this at an amateur status. Have never thought about going pro.
Right.
Going, I eat things. I like it.
Right.
I eat things. I don't like it sometimes. Like stuff comes in and out of our mouth that we either do or do not like. What made you decide to make a career out of this?
Well, I first got my undergraduate degree in speech communications, and I found that at varying points through that degree, I would be semi-sober, sitting in front of the TV, shoveling food into my face, watching Food Network. And I decided after a while that it wasn't just a weird, creepy obsession. I actually really thought about food, 90% of the day. And so I decided I wanted to do something with it. I had this degree in communications already, and I found something on the internet that taught you how to be a food writer. And one of the suggestions was go to culinary school.
Right,
So I went to culinary school, thought I wanted to be a chef for a while, and then I realized I like using my brain, and I don't like cutting off appendages. Not that chefs don't use their brain,
But they do cut off appendages.
they do cut off appendages. No, it's a very
chickens.
military-like atmosphere when you're in the kitchen. You slice your thumb in half, and they start screaming at you
We've
until
all
you
seen
realize.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Did you
I'm
tell
just-
her we have a chef on the show next week?
It's
Make things awkward.
Just don't let him
Swedish.
bring his knife out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So
He's doing it in the kitchen segment. I'm
So
very
you
excited.
so in culinary school there's like two tracks basically, right? There's like let's say like sweets or whatever, and then there's like a real food, like a
You've done your research, I can tell. You've got the lingo
Salties?
down pat.
Did you go to sweets or salty school? Nobody goes to bitter school.
I think you mean cooking and baking, perhaps.
I don't know the
Just throw that out
terminology.
there.
I didn't go to school.
It's okay. I'm here to educate.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
here
wait
to
a
help
minute.
you.
The word you're looking for is savory.
Cooking and baking? I can't handle these terms right now. This is way too
It's
over
a
my
little
head.
too much.
Okay,
It's a
so
lot.
what did you do? Did you cook or did you bake?
I cooked.
Okay.
The baking is a little too specific. I just wanted to learn about food from a chef's perspective, so when I wrote about it, I wouldn't be dumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what your ultimate goal was to write. Because the way you sounded whenever you went to get your degree in gastronomy.
Can you please pronounce it?
Gastronomy. People say it different ways. Gastronomy, gastronomy.
He's wrong.
He's
so
wrong.
you made it sound like everyone that applies to get this master's degree is drunk when they write their graduate application. Like we're all drunk, we're watching Food Network going, I can talk about that.
No, actually, that came a while later. I got a job at a suburban Chicago newspaper, and they were drunk and decided to let me write one article a week for about 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote about anything. I did do the 6 things you can do with a zucchini.
Okay.
Had an extra tip I learned there along the way. And then I eventually got sick of it because it wasn't paying a lot of money and it wasn't really what I wanted to be writing. And so I found this degree program, and it was more about writing about food from I guess a more intellectual perspective, and seeing how we interact with it. So everything from why the first restaurant was created and why people like eating out in restaurants to genetic modification of food, obesity in children,
Oh, wow.
cupcakes.
Really?
Yeah.
I wrote my thesis on cupcakes, actually. How the cookie crumbles. So let me ask you so you actually did not go to gastronomy school in state?
No, I did not.
Or in country.
Or in country, for that matter. I went to Australia, South Australia.
Okay.
Yes.
So
A gastronomy exchange student.
Kind of. It's an international program, so there's really only
I'm gonna
3 or
keep
4
calling it
programs
that.
in the world that.
what's the name of the school? Because I can look it
University of Adelaide.
up. Okay.
I love Adelaide.
Oh, the Fighting Adelaide.
The song
The
by
Fighting
Ben Folds. Just the song. I've
Yeah.
never
I thought
sang
you
it.
were the one
song
for
is
Guys
good.
and Dolls.
They have amazing dumplings.
That's what I hear.
Let
It's
me
in the
just
song.
say.
No.
And
The
it's in
dumplings.
coordination with Le Cordon Bleu.
Yes,
The-
it is.
the
Le
chicken?
Cordon Bleu.
Okay.
It's one of
The
our clients,
chicken.
actually.
Yes, the chicken. See, he knows something.
Exactly.
I
I know their ribbon.
it.